30 minutes of power.
Welcome back to Talk Your Book, a mini podcast series inside the 30 Minutes of Power ecosystem. I am Jori O'Neill. This is episode 6. Listen, I got to frame why we're here because this has grown outside of my purview. And here's what I mean when I say this. Episode 6 is what your book is really about. I've done 5 previous episodes in Spotify. Actually, I did 10 total episodes. So if you're catching this video, go back on Spotify, go back on Apple, Amazon, and go listen to the rest of these specific episodes leading up to this one. Why am I here doing a video of a podcast episode that I've already recorded and launched? Because I'm aware that some of you are visual learners. And because you're visual learners, I want to ensure that the thing that I'm trying to implore to you, that thing is going to reach the people that it's supposed to via video. Okay, so we're past the halfway point of this entire Talk Your Book miniseries. And I have to frame today's episode because this is probably the most listened to and most downloaded episode of this 10-part series. I've done a 10-part series and I did it over the course of maybe like 3 months, right? Episode 6 was the most downloaded. And so I'm like, all right, what was it about this episode? And so I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I just want to share the information in as many ways as possible because clearly this episode resonates with most of you. Episode 7, second amount of downloads in episode 8. So 6, 7, and 8, I will be recording via video. But if you're like, hey, I'm okay with audio, go ahead over to Podcast, Apple, wherever you get your podcast from, go listen over there. But this episode specifically is for my video folks. So we're past the halfway point of the Talk Your Book series. And if you've been recording your voice notes, you probably have a bunch of stories, memories, and ideas floating around. So today is where we're going to tie everything together. Today's episode is what is your book really about? That is the entire topic of today's episode. So I'm not asking for your topic. What I am doing is asking for your message. I'm going to explain the difference first because a lot of you think they are the same thing when they are absolutely not. The topic is what your book is about on the surface. Leadership, healing trauma, starting a business, faith, right? Your message is the transformation that your reader will experience. One of the first questions that I always ask someone when they say, hey, what is it like to work with you? I say, well, I don't work with everyone, and that's true. But secondly, if you're not at a space or a point where you understand what the transformation your reader will have at the end of this book, you're not ready to work with me. I'm sorry you're not. I'm ready to help people's transformation become clear so that anyone who picks up your book is going to receive that reader promise, that transformation that you said that they would get from buying your book. So your message, that's the transformation. We're not talking about topics. We're not talking about keywords and categories. We are talking about what will shift in your reader from the moment they pick it up to the time that they set it down. So you don't need permission to lead. You need courage. That's a transformational message. All right, you feel that, right? Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing peace. I want you to, as I'm saying this, I want you to like really, because these are the minor shifts that if you start with this in mind, it will craft the way that you write the rest of your book. It will literally flow and you will write with ease. Or better yet, if you're working with me, you will speak with ease. All right. So here's some other messages, right? Your business doesn't have to look like everyone else's to be successful. These are messages, like legit messages that people that I've worked with have used for their book. Faith isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting through the questions. You see? So I obviously see the difference. Okay, one is a subject, the other is it's a promise. Literally, you are promising these people that they will get this result from buying your book. And here's what I learned. I've written 13 books. I've published 12 of them. 2 of them are bestsellers. Coached dozens of people. People don't buy books. They buy outcomes. No one's dropping $12 to $20 on a piece of paper. They are dropping it on a promise that you have made to them. So I'm going to tell you a story. I was working with a client who wanted to write a book about her journey as a single mom building a business. Okay, I said, so what's the transformation your reader will experience after this book? She paused. I don't know. I guess they'll learn how to balance work and parenting. That's a skill. I want a deeper shift. What will they believe about themselves that they don't currently believe? She thought about it. And then she said, they'll believe that their circumstances don't define them. That they can build something meaningful even when life feels impossible. Listen, people. Here she is right here. This was that author. Like I said, I recorded this episode on audio only months ago before she released this book. And the promise that we started with is exactly the promise that readers have gotten. And listen, don't believe me. Go check the Amazon reviews. Go check the reviews of the people. Go check her status. Go check her being #1 in feminist category because her book speaks specifically to women for 3 weeks, going on 4. That's the message. And once she got clear on that, her entire book came together. Listen, every story, every chapter, every lesson was leading to that one truth. And so, like I said, you have all these voice memos now, if you've been rocking with me for the last 5 episodes, and you're like, what do I do? What do I keep? And what do I put to the side until a later book or to a later project? If you don't have your reader message clear, if you don't have the promise, the transformation laid out before you, there's no way you're going to lead your reader to that space. So here's what I want you to do today. I want you to finish this sentence, all right? After reading my book, my reader will finally blank. What is it that they're going to be able to do that they can't do now? Not whether will they know, right? Not understand. Finally. Because finally implies that they've been stuck. Finally implies that they've been struggling. Finally implies that they've been searching. And your book is the thing that will set them free. Here's some examples. After reading my book, my reader will finally believe they're worthy of love. After reading my book, my reader will finally have a clear path to start their business. After reading my book, my reader will stop apologizing for taking up space. That's the reader promise. That's the North Star of your entire book. So once you have your reader promise, here's what you do next. You record 3 stories that support that promise. Not random stories, not this happened and then this happened. No, don't do that. But stories that show the transformation in action. For example, if your promise is that they'll finally be capable of more than being what they think they can be, listen, you can't make this stuff up, people. Right? If that is your promise, then your story might be stories about the time that you doubted yourself and did it anyway. That someone told you that you couldn't and you proved them wrong. The time that you failed and got back up. These stories reinforce the same message. You're capable. You're more than enough. If you haven't gotten this book, Barnes & Noble's and Amazon bestseller, I'm just saying, 5,000 copies sold, I'm just saying. International best-selling author with this book, I'm just saying. But you don't gotta take it from me. Don't take it from me. No, don't take it from me. Take it from yourself. So here's your prompt. Every episode you have a prompt. I don't want there to be any excuses while your book is not written. So here's the prompt. Fill in the blank. I think you know where we're going with this one. After reading my book, I know you had to know. You had to know what's coming. My reader will finally fill in the blank. All right, and again, record 3 stories that support that promise. 5 to 10 minutes per story, nothing crazy. Don't overthink it. Just think about the moments in your life this transformation was possible, or think about a time when you helped someone achieve this transformation. If you're now realizing, like, dang, I need help organizing all of this, I got you. I've created a 5-day challenge. It's designed to do just that. Okay, so you don't have to spend the entire day on your reader promise. Instead, during the 5-day challenge, you'll get to map out your core message and then identify the stories that support it. If you want to go even deeper, here's what we're going to do. I'm not about to sell you a whole bunch of small products. Just get at me. This is not in the show notes. I'm going off book. Get at me. Talk to me. Some of y'all stuck in y'all head. Y'all make excuses. Oh, I don't have 5 days. Oh, I don't have 8 weeks for that. Oh, I don't have $1 billion to work with. It's not $1 billion, but I'm just saying. Do you have 15 minutes? Do you have 15 minutes to see what's possible? Do you have 15 minutes to bet on yourself? If you want me to help you craft your reader promise with you and build your book around it, that's what my ghostwriting services are for. But my 15-minute consult, that's free. So stop playing yourself. Go ahead and click the link in the show notes. 15-minute coffee chat. Let's talk about your book. Let's talk about it. All right? That's episode 6. Remember, people don't buy books. They buy outcomes. So get clear on what outcome you're promising your reader. Episode 7. Stick around for the next video. It's all about finding a framework that fits your flow. Because this book doesn't need to be linear. It just needs to make sense to you. All right? That's it for episode 6. Jori O'Neal, Talk Your Book mini-series. A shoot-off of 30 minutes of power. And remember, be an empowered person using your power to empower others. Till next time, people. Peace.
Johnny minutes of power.